So, rumor. It's a rumor, not confirmed. Could be, possibly, maybe. I seriously doubt this because this is what Disney's all about. But rumor. Disney demands new Doctor Who showrunner and doctor. Russell T Davies confirms they're looking for his replacement. Again, it's a rumor. It's a theory, if you will. A film theory. And cut. No, this is what Disney's about. They don't care about views or ratings or bringing in people. They care about pushing their messages. And that's exactly what Doctor Who with Russell T Davies is doing right now. Pushing messages. So this is right up Disney's alley. So I don't believe for a second that they're looking for someone else. Because that would mean that they were learning from their mistakes, which, based on all the Marvel crap that's come out recently and Star Wars, and they clearly haven't learned the lesson. So, yeah, why would they start now? A new rumor from YouTuber Mr. H. I can think of Mr. H. My friends, I can think of one. His name is Mr. Hippo. Mr. H Reviews claims that Disney has issued a demand to the BBC. If Doctor Who is to continue receiving Disney's financial backing, both showrunner Russell T Davies and current Doctor Ncuti Gatwa must be replaced. Yeah, why? They're exactly the kinds of people that Disney look for. This information allegedly comes after an inside source with a strong track record of accurate leaks. Doesn't mean that they're always right. This revelation aligns with recent comments from Davies himself, who admitted on David Tennant's podcast that discussions are already underway about who will take over the showrunner role when he steps down. Davies comments on his future with Doctor Who. Speaking on David Tennant does a podcast with. Davies reflects on the process of selecting a new showrunner, referencing how Stephen Moffat was replaced, how it replaced him in 2010 without much fanfare. But I will need to slow down at some point, he said. That'll come. Last time it was Stephen Moffat who replaced him. Stephen Moffat who replaced him. That wasn't even a day's work. Like, right, off you go. There's thinking about that. There's conversation about that, but it's hard. It's a tricky one. His remarks suggest that a succession plan is already being considered for the role of Doctor Who showrunner, though he did not specify when a change might occur. Well, I mean, Doctor Who has always gone through showrunners. I mean, that's one thing that it does. It goes through. It seems like as many showrunners as it has doctors. So, maybe it's just one of those, oh yeah, bring you on for a little bit, and then there's going to be another showrunner. So, again, there'd be no reason, because again, these are the kinds of things that Disney likes and does. So, they don't care about losing viewership. They don't care about losing money. Because if they did, they would have stopped the crap that they've been doing a long, long time ago. But they still keep doing it, so. Ncuti on his way out. It's a bombshell claim, but Mr. Hippo, I'm just going to call him Mr. Hippo. Mr. Hippo Reviews states that Gatwa has already filmed his regeneration scene, signaling the end of his tenure as a doctor. If true, that would indicate that the BBC is preparing for an upcoming transition, though it remains unclear whether Disney's rumor demands played a role in this decision. It also fits with reports from sources close to Gatwa, who have noted that the actor wants to relocate to Hollywood in another eyebrow-raising move. Fans have noticed that Kurigatwa has removed 15th Doctor from his social media bio. While this could mean nothing, it does add weight to the claims that his tenure is coming to an abrupt end. Typically, actors playing the Doctor proudly display their title. Gatwa's quiet removal of the label could signal that he's already moving on. One of the more surprising claims from Mr. Hippo's reviews is that Disney had a top candidate in mind for the next Doctor, Michael Sheen. Michael Sheen. I mean, I guess. I mean, he's a great actor. I want to see Hugh Laurie as a freaking Doctor. Very similar to like Peter Capaldi's Doctor. But, you know, come on. Like, Hugh Laurie. That would be amazing. Watching Dr. House flying around in the TARDIS. But, like, I want him to kind of look more like he did with House, you know, with the scruff and everything. He looks better with that. So if he did that, I would love to see Hugh Laurie. But he may not be into the whole, you know, action stuff that he might have to do. But Michael Sheen. You know, I guess. You know, let me, assuming that it's something that could actually happen. How would you guys feel about Michael Sheen as the Doctor? Like I said, great actor, but as the Doctor, Sheen's been offered the role before and turned it down. But with Disney involved, there's speculation that a bigger paycheck could lure him in. However, Sheen isn't known for chasing money, making uncertain whether he'd actually accept the offer. They're gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. While a major shakeup seems inevitable, the bigger question remains: will Doctor Who continue? I certainly hope not. It just needs to go on a hiatus for like 5-10 years. Just Mr. Hippo review suggests that the outright cancellation is a real possibility. God, I hope so. I really hope so. Disney has reportedly delayed renewal discussions multiple times, first aiming to make a decision by summer 2024, then after the Christmas special, which now isn't happening, and now waiting to see how season 2 performs. If ratings remain dismal, the show could be axed entirely. Adding fuel to the speculation, Mr. Hippo also reports that Doctor Who currently has no Christmas special planned for 2025. Historically, the Christmas special is filmed well in advance, making its absence particularly unusual. Not really. Like I went over this the last time. Like Jodie Whittaker didn't have a Christmas special; she had a New Year's special. I even talked about it. We watched the. I think I was watching the trailer for it. It wasn't a Christmas special. It was a New Year's special. And people were like, oh, looks like they don't want to offend certain people. Their comments, not mine. But Doctor Who has traditionally always had a, Christmas special. But then starting with Jodie Whittaker, suddenly it's like, oh, well, we're going to have a New Year's special. Because everyone celebrates New Year's, but Christmas, not everyone celebrates. You know? So, given the show's tumultuous state, it could indicate larger behind-the-scene issues. Yeah, and that's supposed to be a sonic screwdriver. It looks more like the freaking remote from Click. Just freaking put Adam Sandler's face there instead. Doctor Who ratings hit historic lows. One of the biggest factors driving these rumors is that the show's ratings performance. The first full season under Davies and Gatwood has reportedly drawn the lowest ratings in Doctor Who's 60-year history. But sure, keep telling us that Doctor Who is a success right now. If Disney is indeed pressuring the BBC to make changes, it would likely be in response to this downturn in viewership. While these reports remain unconfirmed, the combination of inside leaks, Davies' own comments, and declining ratings paint a grim picture for the future of Doctor Who. If it is truly causing, if Disney is truly calling the shots, major changes or even the end of the series may be on the horizon. Good. Again, I love Doctor Who, but if this is the path that Doctor Who wants to keep going down, just having doctors that don't feel like the doctor, doctors who are inconsiderate and, oh yeah, let me just go make out with this guy rather than stay with my companion or helper who's in danger, or, Jodie Whittaker's like, oh yeah, let's just, my companion here, my fam, is opening up to me about his cancer that he's afraid of coming back. And I'm just gonna do. I'm socially awkward, and I'm just gonna go over here and flip some switches and think of something I could have said 5 minutes. Fuck you. It doesn't feel like the doctor anymore. None of these doctors have a moment where you're like, that's the doctor. That's the doctor. Like, Peter Capaldi had so many of those moments, whether it be the speech that he gave about war, that amazing speech about war, to when he was talking to Missy and the Master about, just being kind. He had so many moments where you were like, that's the doctor. Where he's telling Clara about, do you think I care for you so little that betraying me would make a difference? That's the doctor. But then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, I'm socially awkward. The doctor's always been socially awkward. He's not human. That's the point. But yet the doctor is somehow more human than the humans. That's the point. He's an alien. And yet he seems to understand things when it comes to emotion and this and that a lot more than humans do. But like I said, you get to Jodie Whittaker, and it's not the doctor. She didn't have any of those doctor-defining moments. She didn't have any of those moments where this is the moment she became Heisenberg. Well, this is the moment Walter White became Heisenberg. You remember with Breaking Bad, everyone's like, oh, when did Walter truly become Heisenberg? Was it in the first episode? Was it in season 2 episode? You have all those moments where you have so many good moments, you kind of question, has Heisenberg always been there? Or is he just able to put on that Heisenberg persona a lot easier now? And when does he fully become? When does he fully stop being like Walter White? And when does he fully become Heisenberg? With Doctor Who, it's never any of those moments. You never ask, oh yeah, this is truly when they became the Doctor. It's just like, I mean, but yeah, it's just, again, it needs to go on a hiatus for like 10 years. 10 years. By that point, I'll be 47. If I'm still even around at that point. The way my life is, I could just decide to, I don't want to live that long. But, assuming that I am still around at 50, 47, seeing Doctor Who come back with a new doctor, one who actually appreciates the character, a showrunner who appreciates the show and its legacy. Because, Russell T Davies did. He was writing great stories back in the day. Now he's writing shit. Like, how do you go from writing amazing stories that may have political messaging, but they're fun stories, to writing shit? To writing episodes that are nothing but a message. It's not subtle or anything. It's not fun. It's, how do you go from being amazing to being shit? The same person, great political messaging, but done in a subtle way that's still fun and entertaining, to in your face, constantly not fun, preachy. Might as well just turn the show off now. Like, how do we go from that? But I don't believe this right now, because again, this is what Disney's all about right now. You know, they have all their Marvel TV shows and all that have constantly declined and rock bottom and the lowest and blah blah blah, and yet they still keep doing the same thing. So, yeah, I fully believe this is a rumor. Fully believe it's a rumor, and if it actually does happen, will color me shocked, because Disney's had numerous times to do this with anything, whether it be Star Wars or Marvel, whatever, and yet they keep doing the same crap over and over and over and over. So if this is their defining moment where they're gonna take a stand and be like, oh yeah, it's losing ratings and views and all that, and you gotta, I'll be honestly surprised. But as of right now, I don't believe it. I believe that it's just this, a rumor. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Anything really, you know, favorite doctor defining moment. Why Jodie Whittaker and this dude are such a terrible doctor. Doesn't matter. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.